Ekayano ayang bhikkhave maggo sattanang visuddhya Sogaparidevānaṁ samatikkamāya dukkhato manassanam atthangamaya nyayassa atikamaya nibbanassa satchikiriyaya yadidang cattaro satipatthana katame cattaro ida bhikkave bhikkhu kaye kayanupassī viharati Atapi sampajano satima vinaya loke abicchado manasang vedanasu vedananupassi viharati Atapi sampajano satima vinaya loke abicchado manasang citte cittanupassi viharati Atapi sampajano satima Vinaya loke abicchado manasang Dhammesu dhammanupassi viharati Atapi sampajano satima Vinaya loke abicchado manasang.
So welcome everybody to the 7th Satipatthana Sutta study with meditation workshop and also the grand finale, at least for this year. It's been a long time, a long way since we started our first sutta study with meditation camp. That was in the 13th to 17th of March in 2005. Can I have a show of hands of those people who attended the first sutta study camp in SBS? First sutta study camp in SBS, 13th to 17th of March 2005. How many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just 4 veterans. But we didn't have many people then. It was, I think, less than 20. Yeah, less than 20 people, and now there are about 80 plus people. So it's a 4-fold increase of people who are interested in sutta study with meditation. But there's only in SBS here now, since I started my tour of the Satipatthana Sutta study with meditation workshop from Nalanda Center earlier this year. I think about 500 people have benefited from this workshop. Now, talking about our first sutta study with meditation camp in 2005, because of the keen interest that was shown by the participants at the time, we decided to go a bit further, but without meditation, by organizing the CRDS, Closer to Reality Dhamma Vinaya seminars in SBS. And we started off in the next 2 consecutive years, 2006 and 2007 in November. And because of the increasing number of people who were interested in looking how the suttas can be related to our practical experiences in life and how they can be actually put into practice, we decided to take another step further, and we organized a Closer to Reality conference, C2RC, in KL. Ten Ho Tong Temple, is it? Yeah, and that was in 2008 in December. But after that, I decided to take a rest. And since 2008 until now, we haven't organized anything really big except for this one. And I must also record my acknowledgement and thanks to Nalanda Institute for giving me this opportunity to share my research findings with more people rather than just a bunch of monastics in SPS. Okay, so that came about last year, early last year, when I was invited by Nalanda Institute to conduct a couple of sutta study courses in Nalanda Center. One was the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, followed by the Anatta Lakkhana Sutta, and then by a tour of the Samyutta Nikaya. These were all done in Nalanda Center. And the reason why I was just recently invited to do this is because Nalanda Center prides itself to be the only organization in Malaysia to have received a free set of the World Tipitaka edition that was produced by the Thais under royal patronage. And so they wanted to promote Pali studies. And they have this whole set of Tipitaka that was edited and collated by the Thai scholars in Thailand, in Bangkok, giving various readings from various versions, from the Burmese, from the Sri Lankans, from the Cambodians, and the Pali Text Society, and so forth. Well, although they have all this whole set of the World Tipitaka in their library, nobody is able to read them except for Brother Tan Ho Soon. So they are trying to promote Pali studies, which is very good. I'm very happy that they have done this. It's a very good initiative, and now we see that more and more people are getting to be interested in the suttas, which is very encouraging, because I often say that Malaysians are interested only in meditation. They don't like to study. Yeah, and they're very compliant people. They just listen to what their teachers tell them. Yeah, but now with so many teachers around, which is not something very new, even during the Buddhist time, there were many teachers going around promoting their ideology and their practices, saying that theirs is the only right way and others are wrong. And this is a age-long human tendency. And so nowadays too, we have so many people, so many teachers who claim exclusive right over their methods. So it's about time that Buddhists should spend more time and effort in going back to the roots to study the suttas and to compare to see what the teachers tell them really accord with the scriptures or not. Okay, so it's good to have an interest in studying the suttas, because that's a micro view of what the sutta actually says. And as you can see on the screen right now, this workshop is initiated by Nalanda Institute, the Department of Buddhist and Pali Studies. So it's not going to be something like a Dharma talk, It's supposed to be a course paper. We are going to scrutinize and analyze the Pali words and give various renderings and translations and interpretations of these Pali words. And we're going to look at the sutta also very critically. The reason all of you have been informed earlier to do your homework is because if you didn't do your homework, you will find it very difficult to follow this course. It's going to be very technical. Yeah? And somebody did express in one of my workshops in JB that the Pali English that is used in the translation is sometimes quite difficult to understand. It's not normal English, because as you can read in the introduction to this workbook, I have tried to be as literal as possible in order for you to be able to connect the English translation to the Pali words. So with a little bit of guidance from me, I hope that you will be able to understand some Pali grammar and syntax along the way. And maybe one day you can go to Nalanda Institute Library and have a look at the Pali Tipitaka.